Mark's reviews and tutorials video. Just going to do a quick one here. It must be one of my most requested things on video is how to open one of these salt cells, because they can get really stuck. A few different things that can happen, and I do have a great solution for opening up. First thing, this lock nut can be super tight. Have a look at this tool here. It's cheap as. You can grab pretty much any barrel union. Salt cell is excellent for getting that off. Also, even these great big lin pot lids, you can open it up, get it into lines, and use it to open them. Of course, any valves, anything like that, barrel unions, it works for all. So if it's the tight lock nut that's the problem, something like that. So we get the lock nut off, but what can happen at that point is that this cell still won't come off. This one, I've only got one hand left now that I'm filtering, but when I pull it, it comes out a little bit and then it goes straight back on. We've got a solar on this guy here, and it's actually the head pressure of the solar that's holding this on at the moment. It won't come out. There, it comes out a little bit and it goes straight back. So you can get in with a screwdriver, but these are plastic parts, so you don't want to damage them. If you're outside, the simplest way by far, and I've done this 100 times, just turn the unit on. All of a sudden that negative pressure, which is vacuuming on at the moment, will become positive pressure, it'll pop, and now it'll come. Now here, unfortunately, I've got a motor directly below, so I'm not going to do that. I'm also in customer's garage, which I'm not about to flood. So I can't demo that one this time, I apologize. That's a great way. Just turn the motor on, it makes it a positive pressure, out it comes. Otherwise, if you're pulling it to acid wash the cell, you can, of course, a lot of chlorinators will have barrel unions on the bottom. Just take the barrel unions off, turn it over, and you've got yourself a container to mix up your 6:1 acid. Have a look at the link of this video here as to how to acid wash and what to do. So they're the tips. Worst case scenario, you can get a screwdriver in here, but that's not what you want. If you had have left this, as a matter of fact, off for a while, the vacuum that's being caused on it at the moment by the water wanting to fall off the solar will go away over time. The tip what you can do is actually just open up the waste line, open up that valve so that it's open to the waste, and that can let air in, let the water out, let the pressure off. Just see that hasn't changed. No, it hasn't. So in this case, if you weren't prepared to wait for that pressure to come off, it would be just a matter of getting a screwdriver in there, and I'll go and do that now. Okay, here we go. I've got a screwdriver in between the two, and then just give it a turn. Everything very gentle, or work your way around. As soon as you start to get the air leak coming in, see how it's popping straight back on? See, I've just used a couple of screwdrivers, working it around. It's coming open. And then you can even put the shaft of your screwdriver down. That's going to be better on the store here. That's hissing. There. So just open it far enough. Let the air come out of the system, and then it'll come off nice and easy. So that was held on because of the vacuum of the system. I'm above the water level of the pool here. And again, if I had have just turned the motor on, that would have reversed the pressure and this would have come straight off, or with a bit of a wiggle by hand when the lock nut's on it, it would have come off. So there we go. Now it's off. Now the last one that I want to mention, see how that was a bit stuck? In the chlorination process of actually making the saltwater chlorine, chlorinator cells do produce a bit of calcium. Have a look at that. I've got some calcium up in there. And if the plates get really old, what can happen? They can warp and bend out, and they can then not come out of your cell. If that's the case, if they're really bad, you've either got to damage the cell getting it out, but if your cell plates, instead of being nice and flat, if they're warped, it's a sign of end of life anyway. They need to be replaced. Have a look at the link in the description, PoolnSpa.net. We've got a full range of really good quality generic cells to replace your saltwater chlorinator cells with really good Australian made ones. So have a look at that, the link on PoolnSpa.net. Now the sealing face for this cell is actually on the inside edge here, not on the outside. I haven't done any damage. I was very careful as I levered that out. But the case is sometimes the cell just will not come out, particularly if they are deformed and warped. If you're looking for a replacement saltwater chlorinator, I'm a pool serviceman, I've got decades of experience, and there's only one I sell now. That's the K Chlor Chlorinators. Go to PoolnSpa.net, pool, then the letter N, spa.net, links in the description, and have a look. There's great prices on those. Chop that off, that comes with a new housing anyway. If you're in that situation, really good quality chlorinators. Have a look at the boxes coming up right now. Highly recommend them.